Hey everybody, this is Ben Reeves. I'm joined by Timothy Turi.
Oh, hello.
And we have a couple special guests, speedrunners here with us. It's Tony.
Yep.
Correct, and Chris.
Hi.
And they're here in town doing some special speedrunning. You guys want to explain why you're here?
Oh, yeah. So we're here for Summer Games Done Quick. It is a speedrunning marathon. We're going to be raising money for charity, specifically Doctors Without Borders. And you can watch us all next week, well, I guess July 26th to August 1st on twitch.tv/gamesdonequick.
And you came into the office to show us your mad skills here, and apparently Tony is really good at Gunstar Heroes. From what we hear, right? What's your record time on this?
Honestly, I've been doing mainly more just a lot of practice with my friend. We haven't really finished a full run yet, mainly just due to the distance we have between us, because he's in Texas and I'm, of course, local here. But we've definitely been doing a lot of practice, and in turn, are hoping to get a pretty solid time at Summer Games Done Quick.
Well, yeah, we're not trying to shatter any records here today, but I'm coming along for the ride. Tony, which stage do you like to start off with here?
We'll be starting with Pink right here,
okay.
Just because it's one of the easier ones to get through here. And so one thing that we're going to be doing a lot of is just jumping and just tackling, double jumping our way through.
And so I am the blue Gunstar hero. Tony, you are the red one.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see. I've played this game before. I really like Gunstar Heroes.
Oh, hey, this is perfect right here. So, ideally, we want to have Flame Chaser and the little beam sword bat too. So, Tim, if you want to come and grab
the green one,
green guy there, yeah.
Okay, is it?
Yep,
okay, got it. All right, gotcha.
See, that was speed learning. That's part of speed learning.
Speed learning.
Yep.
Oh, I just tossed that guy into oblivion.
Why are those the two best?
They're the two best because not only is Flame Chaser one of the strongest weapons, both of these are capable of actually erasing bullets as well.
Oh,
so it's definitely a nice, safe thing to kind of have.
So you can just scrub away projectiles with both of these.
Really nice.
That's fantastic.
So are you not able to have the same weapon?
You can, but the reason that we don't go with double Flame Chaser, for example, is because there's a lot of lag here. Now, Tim, if you actually want to stand right here with me,
okay,
I'll be throwing you upwards, and this is actually the best way to do damage to bosses and just bigger enemies in general.
Wait.
So we just definitely killed a boss pretty quick there.
H. Okay. All right. I'm following you. Toss me into anything, wherever you want to go.
Tim says that all the time.
I'll follow. Toss me into anything. It's sort of my catchphrase. Yeah. So yeah, it's super cool that you guys are here in Minneapolis. Well, Tony, you're local.
Yes, sir.
And how many speedrunners there are total that are in town?
Oh, in town?
Yeah.
So we have over 1,000
Tim,
attendees.
actually grab that too. You can.
Really?
Thanks.
Not all of them are runners.
All the way through.
Okay.
But it's going to be people showing up to either support their friends, and a lot of them are runners that are just there, to hang out and with the community. So, in a sense, I want to say in terms of people that are like grinding games out super hard, in the marathon, it's going to be about 150, 160 in terms of people like just there to have fun. It's a full 1,000, probably going to be 1,200 by the end of the marathon.
And
That's cool.
It's non-stop. Like everyone's just tag teaming it. Like from you said it's Sunday until it's a full week.
Yeah, Sunday at noon till Saturday at probably midnight. Ending can vary a bit depending on if we have any delays or anything terrible happens. We really aim for midnight, but we never know if we're going to hold up to it.
Okay.
All right, and get the screen to scroll. We actually have to be all the way at the top.
Oh, really? Okay, gotcha.
Oh, shoot.
See you later.
Boy.
Oh, no. Okay, so that's not great. If you just want to hang out in the corner and just hit him with Flame Chaser, I'll actually be doing body attacks.
Okay.
And this is just the best way to maximize damage and kind of just keep our thumbs on him.
What do you mean thumbs on him?
Oh,
Oh, of course, yeah.
Well, yep, so now basically what we're going to do here is just kind of slide along. I'll be just taking out a lot of the guys as they come.
Okay.
And there's also going to be...
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, Jesus.
It's all going to
Oh, my
crap.
God. I've also been working on my Gunstar speedrunning skills. I didn't want to bring it up. Oh, Jesus. All right.
Well, Tim, you are in the lead right now.
That's a good point, yeah.
Yeah, this is actually a competitive race between the two.
That's right. It's like the end of Double Dragon, kind of, but they just throw it in the first level.
Sure. What other games are you guys really good at speedrunning?
So, you go first, Tony.
Yeah, so I actually specialize in a lot of games from Way Forward, an indie developer based in California.
Oh, yeah.
You'll see my name on top of like the Mighty Switch Force leaderboards on the new PC release and such. And I also spend a lot of time with like Shantae as well. A lot of their main IPs, but I also do a lot of dabbling here and there too.
Sure.
Right.
What's interesting is you can't see this on the screen, obviously, but you're holding the controller like Tim holds an NES controller.
But just for
While
Mega
playing
Man.
Mega Man.
Yeah. That's
where you have like the keypad style, where your buttons are on all 3 buttons.
Tony, you do that so that you can get like the maximum amount of shots out at the apex of your jump, like just so that you have like more freedom while you're shooting and jumping.
Pretty much, yeah. And
Okay.
Tim, if you actually want to jump over here and hang out where I'm
Okay,
at.
this is the sort of weak spot. Oh my gosh.
Yep, we'll be actually.
We're doing it.
Is this how it is?
A little
Do you want
farther
them to
the
be
right
doing
here.
that?
Okay.
Just
All
shooting?
right, there we go. Yep. So okay. I actually haven't seen that before, but
It usually doesn't live this long, right?
yeah. So with this here, I mean, we're just gonna finish up with some attacks there.
Okay.
I can't say I've actually seen him just like freeze like that.
Was that
crazy.
did we glitch it out a little
I
bit?
think we might have actually.
That's fantastic.
Like a little side note, this game is actually extremely broken.
Really?
So I mean, there's definitely some crazy things we'll see.
Really?
Oh yeah. There's a lot of easy ways to get just out of bounds without even trying.
Really?
I've fallen through many floors just on accident here. And next we're gonna be doing orange here. It's definitely a little easier of a fight, and in turn, since we're getting like 20 extra health each time around here.
That was my
so much for
my
that, Al.
speedrun strategy.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, so doing this level next is just really manageable with the amount of health
Oh my
we have.
gosh.
Okay,
gosh.
cool.
Jesus H. It's just so easy to do that.
It really is, yeah. Honestly, if you
is
want to
it-
ask Ion Graveray when he gets here, I've definitely thrown him into the abyss a handful
Okay.
of times in
Is it the
practice.
same button that shoots that throws people, or?
Yeah,
Yep.
in a direction.
Now, do you need to let go of the button to throw someone, or is it?
Nope, it's as soon as you're holding a direction and shooting next to someone, you'll actually just grab them.
That is-
Whether it's an enemy or your teammate, it doesn't really discriminate.
That is good design. That is like that jerk design that makes so many co-op games fun when you just can kill your teammates with like no regard for their safety.
The new Super Mario Bros. Kind of effect, like.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I love that.
That's frustrating because there's only like 3 buttons on the Genesis controller, so.
And the nice thing is we don't have to worry about, if I remember Gunstar Heroes correctly, we don't have to worry about like running out of continues or anything.
Oh yeah, it's very forgiving in that sense, luckily. But it can definitely be a very punishing game as well.
You're doing
later
good,
on.
Tim.
Yeah, you're doing a great job.
Yeah,
Tim.
you're
Oh
doing
my
great.
gosh, thank you so much. The later levels specifically, I just have memories of just getting to that and having a really hard time.
Yeah, this game is not easy.
No, not at all. Do you remember, do you recall, is anyone speedrunning? They have to be speedrunning any Castlevania games at
Oh,
the
yes.
event?
Oh,
A
yes.
lot? Okay.
So actually, the person who's organizing Summer Games of Quick, Andrew Schroeder or Rom Scout, he's actually in a race for Symphony of the Night, and
Oh
he's
my
the world record holder for
God,
it.
do you
Oh,
know
really?
you know when that's happening?
Oh,
I'll have
I
to-
should.
That's all right. I'll look it up because I would really like to see that.
Well, if you go to
Moreover-
gamesdonequick.com/schedule, you can see the full games list for the event.
Moreover-
pro plug, Chris. That
Do
was
you
pro.
know the time, his speed record time?
I want to say like he beats it every
Alright, so
few
I'm gonna
months.
actually want you up here so I can. Oh,
Every
never
few
mind.
minutes?
months.
We got
months.
this.
Oh.
Every
I
few
just
minutes.
gotta shoot this guy down.
Like
here.
a high 16.
Well, I could beat
There we
it
go.
in
And
one.
actually, if you want to
That's
grab
not
that
a big deal.
too.
Thanks.
Oh, no problem.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. I'd love to see, that. I'm assuming is that including the inverted castle?
Yeah,
It
it's
is?
all
Really?
there.
Oh, that is impressive, actually.
Soten is very broken. Like it's one of my favorite games to talk about, where it's a great game and speed game.
Right.
Because in terms of glitches and being able to exploit the systems, Symphony of the
Alright,
Night
so,
has.
Tim, if you actually want to stand right here with me, I'm gonna be throwing you at him
Okay.
pretty quick.
I'm
here.
ready. I'm ready, boss.
Soten
What's
has a
your
ton of
record
exploits.
for beating these bosses?
Honestly,
Like, that was fast.
yeah, a lot of the bosses in general just crumple to being thrown at, of course.
Oh, and Bison. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, so in the co-op run, there's actually a setup that Ion and I have to where we can eliminate his ability to be invincible. After
I'm
being
sorry.
hit. Oh, it's all good.
It dealt damage.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, yeah.
I bet some of the strategy of this is just not throwing each other. Unless
It really is. Our positioning has definitely gotten a lot better over time.
Honestly, when I played this with my friend a while back, I think we got as far as we did without ever really throwing each other or knowing that it did any damage.
All right, Tim. So this next fight here, I'm gonna want you to let me handle this here.
Okay, I'm out of here. I'll just hang
Yeah.
out.
So there's actually a strat we can do against Orange, where basically we keep him in a throw lock.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do my best to get that shown here.
Okay.
oh, interesting.
Okay.
So I kind of screwed that up there, but now that oh shoot.
I think I know what you're
I'm
going.
dead.
Oh, so
Go!
I'm-
It's you! It's you!
Oh, it's up to
all
you
you,
now.
Tim. All you.
Keep him in that throw lock.
I got
Throw
the.
lock him.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Come on, throw lock. You got it. One throw. Can you chain it? No.
No, I can't
Uh-oh,
at all.
shoot.
No, it's too bad we're not going to see that.
That's all right. We're still going to see way more of this game than we would otherwise in the time given. So no pressure because you got me as a variable.
All right, so we do definitely need to get our items back, which, well, hey, that was beautiful. Because, yeah, we have Chaser right there ready for you.
All right. Awesome. It was this, the green one. Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. All right. So basically, you didn't want me to hit him because you didn't want me to screw up the invincibility frames and stuff like
basically,
that. Like, okay.
yeah, as soon as he gets up, like if he gets hit by anything at all, that can actually mess up the loop that we get on him.
Gotcha.
But,
and as you can see, I did a really good job right there of being thrown and just kind of letting myself be thrown. I don't know if you noticed how
great teamwork for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely. I think I was really impressed with myself when I just didn't hit any of the buttons at the right time, and then you did all the work.
I mean, well, you could have
that's
thrown
pro
Tony.
move.
You could have pressed buttons and jumped or something. Like that would have just totaled it.
I know.
You got it. You nailed it.
You know, sometimes restraint, I think, is one of the most key qualities that a pro gamer should have.
Yeah.
But
you can
pro
just
gamer,
start-
do you guys get called? What do you guys say when you are called a pro gamer? Does that fit, or is that mostly like to like the strict competitive circuit, or?
I feel like we get labeled as esports sometimes,
Yeah.
but most of the time people don't really consider it competitive because outside of a few races, it's us versus a clock instead of us versus each other.
Right.
And also everyone's really friendly with each other for the most part, so it's like we're all buddies and we're not really
Yeah.
gonna try like start up this trash talk scene.
Okay.
Sure.
So you feel like esports is pretty accurate? It feels like a good.
I mean,
label for it?
it works. I think for what we do, for the amount of time we spend in these games, some people will spend pretty much as a pro gamer does
There
playing
it
Dota
is.
or League.
Oh,
Okay.
Drop that, but
That's
it's
all
all
right.
good.
You got it.
Oh, shoot. Here,
Yeah,
let's
that
go
slide.
again.
Okay, I got the right
Oh,
here,
jeez.
just under control in case
There we
anyone
go.
comes.
It's
There
all
you go.
good.
Still did it.
Well done.
How much
Tony.
harder is this game to do single player? Because you don't have your friend to like throw and whatnot.
It's actually a lot easier, to be completely honest. The single player version of the run, you're using flame chasers, so of course managing that with one person is pretty easy. And on top of that, the damage actually gets scaled down if you're in a co-op run.
Oh,
so
sure.
yeah, we're definitely not doing the full amount of damage that we want to do in comparison to single player.
okay, that's
but
interesting.
it's still a really neat run in itself. So we do green next because green is just one of the better ones to do.
a good
Dice Maze
color.
is the best one to keep for last.
Is
for
that
sure.
just your shorthand for the color of the bosses?
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Each of these bosses here have
what they're
their
called,
own
right?
names. Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Now, so explain why Flame Chaser is like the best.
I'm controlling
combo.
it in the air as
Yep.
well.
You have complete control over Flame Chaser. So like even if you just kind of like run circles, like you
this.
can actually
Oh, yeah.
completely just keep it on an enemy for an extended period of time. The beam sword I'm using too is also the same in terms of damage output and such, but it is definitely not as free as the Flame Chaser in terms
Yeah.
of what you can do with it.
I haven't really been taking advantage of this. I forgot you have to hold it down. And now
Yeah, there you go. You
I
have
am
a
the spirit.
You're
complete
learning.
hitbox.
You are fire.
You are the flame chaser spirit.
I have the fire. This feels pretty good.
Alright, so I'm coming up right here. There's actually some
Oh, I remember
little
this
barriers
boss,
here
actually.
that'll damage you pretty hard. So,
So-
the best thing we can do is actually just kind of stay on top of it together and shoot it, I believe, here in normal mode. But all right, so maybe not. We'll just probably need to jump through once it's not shooting there.
Oh
Not
yeah,
sure.
so the SGDQ run for this is going to be on expert mode. We're playing on normal mode right now just because
Okay.
we're going for the time right now.
Right. Okay, gotcha. Good distinction.
How much harder is it?
It can be pretty daunting.
I do remember when I was playing this game, just for fun, like legitimately. Well, this is fun too, but like when I wasn't
Oh, yeah.
like trying to beat it quickly, this level honestly like was really punishing for me. This boss fight, I think specifically, I had some trouble
Yeah,
with.
the boss fight has really specific patterns that, if you don't know, you can take a lot of damage on.
Okay.
And luckily, Ion and myself have both put in a lot of time with that, so we're definitely going to have some pretty impressive looking moments with our SGDQ run coming up.
Do you play any other treasure games for time at all, or?
I haven't. I've actually been really interested in giving Mischief Makers a try at some point.
The game's it's a fun
Excellent
game.
run
yeah.
too, but yeah, sadly, I mean, I'm a student on top of doing this.
Okay.
It's a fun hobby, but in turn, of course, gotta,
Got your limits.
yeah, definitely have my limits.
Ikaruga would be interesting. Somebody probably does that, right?
That's actually in the marathon being played by a robot.
Yeah, it's
A robot.
Yeah, so we have something called a tool-assisted speedruns, which means that usually it's replays, and people will play through a game, slow down time, try to maximize it, and make it look either as fast as possible or as cool as possible.
Oh, okay.
So we have a TaskBot, which is a robot that can play the games. It's like a modded HAL,
Okay.
and he can
His
go
name
ahead.
is HAL?
Well, actually, no. What's the robot that can play games for
Rob.
Yes, I was thinking of the robot from 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
So they have a modded Rob that will essentially play through the game, and they can do tasks on a live console.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, these boss fights definitely have some pretty strict patterns that can be a pain in the butt. But
Okay.
basically, we just want to take them out as quickly as possible here.
Okay. Please let me know if I'm screwing something up.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay.
This one's cool because it transforms, if I'm correct.
Yep, there's like I believe 7 different forms.
Do you
that this
see
boss
all the
has.
transformations?
In the expert run, you do. In normal, I believe you only see 5 of them.
Because you're too fast.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. The Ikaruga robot, like, is it just cool looking?
All right, so yeah, this one
mean,
you might
it's
want
a Rob.
to try to follow me with this.
It's doing other games too. I think it's Sonic Advance.
All right,
as
so
well.
we're gonna want to go straight down here.
Robots are
And
taking away
shoot
our
up.
jobs, man.
Yep, there we go.
Our speed jobs.
Speed jobs.
Steve Jobs.
Speed jobs is the.
Speed Jobs.
That's pretty good.
All right, so we'll want to go down because he's gonna sweep us again here, and then now we're gonna come back up here.
Okay, thank
Since
you.
he's on this side here, we actually want to stay over here as well.
Thank you, Sensei.
So after this pattern here, we're gonna actually want to go straight downwards.
Okay.
Man, you
So it's
almost
just-
got him.
Yep, just kind of play it safe now, and we'll probably take him out on his way down here, or even right here. Yep, there we go.
Nice.
Oh, was that only 2 forms? Oh, there's
Yep, so now we have this Jaguar guy. He's gonna latch onto one of us, so we're gonna want to try to stay away from that, of course. Oop.
It'll happen to the best of us.
Oh, definitely.
Chris, did you say what games you're playing?
Oh, so I'm gonna be doing Roundabout at Summer Games Done Quick, which is a indie game, not super well known, but it's got a lot of charm and a lot of
Right.
interesting cutscenes. So we're gonna be doing cutscene percent, which will show off all the cutscenes.
It's one of Ben Hansen's favorite games.
We actually have a guest that's gonna be from the game itself that will appear on the couch.
Really? Because that cast is pretty much made of like a bunch of indie developers, right?
Yeah, he's one of the more memorable characters. I'm gonna try and keep it
Oh, no
a bit of a
spoilers.
surprise.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
All right, so he
That's
should be
awesome.
out before we worry about getting hit there. That's good. Cool. And so this one's kind of a pain in the butt. We'll want to be kind of in the middle of the wall here, and as he spins to come downwards, we actually want to kind of react to it. So like that. It's definitely a pretty.
I'm not doing so great. Okay.
Oh, it's all right. I took some hits there too.
What are these machines you're on exactly?
I like to call them scooters. I honestly couldn't tell
I
you.
call my
exactly.
brother Scooter.
Yeah, I'm just a second
name's
behind you
Sam.
on the reaction time.
All right, so now he's just going to be spinning and shooting us here. So as long as we just kind of stay on top of him, we'll be fine.
Trying. It's hard to actually keep track of the fire.
It is, and that's something Ion Graver is
Oh,
really
gun.
good at doing. Like he's excellent at this. And the best thing to actually do is kind of stay right above
So
him.
even though you're like right there, he's still not hitting you?
Yeah, it's a weird thing with the hitbox on the bullet there. It's just something that's really easily abusable.
It looks like the gun is aimed so far into the wall
Oh,
that it's
sure. Looks like
automatically
it got
hitting
Tim, though. All right, so that was the last pattern, luckily. So
Okay.
when we hit the or the stage select screen, you'll just want to hit start so
Okay.
you can hop back in.
Jump back in. Okay. Well, hey, I hung on there for as long as I could and died at the last possible second, so that's great.
I gotta say, when I was first learning this game, you lasted much longer than I did at that point. So
Tony,
definitely
you
props
sweetheart.
for that, Tim.
Thank you. I do appreciate that.
Can we get
all right.
a Tim death counter? So you're at 2 right now, I believe.
Am I? Okay.
All right, so yeah, black is the last one here for the main bosses here.
Okay.
And yeah, this is
Back.
one of the craziest parts here. It's the dice maze, and
Oh,
basically-
no.
yeah, we're gonna have to deal with the dice maze, which can be a pain in the butt.
Oh, did you just pick up the wrong
Yeah,
thing?
I
don't-
lost it here, but it's all good. And yeah, it looks like we're not gonna have chaser from that bird there, but
That's
we've
too
got
bad.
a couple coming up here as well.
I do have memories of the dice maze and it being one of those things where it's just, man, what are we doing here? You know?
Yeah, dice maze is probably the slowest thing in the co-op run, especially.
What are
Okay.
any of us doing here?
It's true. If you
It's
think
a
about it,
very
like really,
great question.
what is the point? Should you be throwing me at?
Oh, I've got guys right here to throw,
Okay.
but yeah, that'll finish
Yeah,
it off just
it makes
fine.
me feel good when you do that.
You are an
I like
excellent projectile.
Thank you. I like to feel used. It's just sort of my thing a little bit. If you knew, get to know me a little bit better, it'll make sense.
You don't see that a lot in games these days, just co-op being thrown at each other.
I like it. I'm trying to think of a game where you do throw someone, like Enslaved. Don't you throw Trip all over? There's a part in The Last of Us where you throw her
there we go.
onto into the
chase her
moon.
right down
I don't know
here
what I'm
for you.
saying. All right.
Are you talking about Ellie?
Wait a
Yeah,
second.
you throw Ellie.
You throw
I
her
think
into the
that's right.
sun or something. I can't remember. That game is
The weird
so
Icarus
overrated.
font.
That game was fun.
I'm just kidding.
Says the guy who gave it like a 10 or something.
I did give it that. Yeah, well, that's how it goes.
Yeah, overrated by you.
What is the least appropriate speedrun game you can think of? Like, where it's just like this game, like speedrunning it is so not the point that it's like just kind of comical.
It kind of like ruins the game.
I've seen people do visual novels, and actually,
Really?
like, unironically, they care enough about getting the times down on those.
Really?
Yeah.
They'll know the shortest routes to get through conversations and stuff like that.
Interesting.
That does seem not interesting at all.
Yeah, you pretty much mash the text. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay.
There's no way to like cheese this section. You kind of get lucky.
Not really. I mean, there's one thing that you can kind of abuse and actually have your teammate show up in the same screen as you, but that's something that I sadly do not have the ability to do. My co-op partner is much better at that part.
Okay.
I wish he'd come.
You know what, Tony? You're in luck. I don't know much about Gunstar Heroes speedrun. That's the one thing I can do.
Sweet.
I can't do that at all. But
The one thing I can do.
hopefully I don't, completely blow it while I'm on my own in one of these things. So now is it my turn?
Yep, so it says player 2 throw the dice, and basically what we're gonna do is just each time you need
Does this
to
help the
throw.
speedrun if I just keep throwing it?
Yeah, go and you can go again now
Okay.
too. And with this here, basically after that it'll be just free reign. Go ahead and throw it.
Okay.
And basically just as long as you're throwing 2 times in a row, that's kind of the best way to go through the dice.
Really?
maze.
Okay.
So these are nice in case you accidentally don't have the right weapon there, and in
smells
turn
good,
if you need to heal as well. So.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
So this seems like this is where the one real variable is, where you could have it could just eat up your time.
Actually, there's some runners that hate this part of the
sorry,
game
that's what you're
because
saying.
it is you can get all the way to the way back, which is the second to last square, and that sends you all the way back to the beginning of the phase. And I've
That
seen
would
people
suck.
lose just tremendous amounts of time here.
Yeah, the single player run actually does this first because if you don't, honestly, you're kind of like screwed by missing
really?
it. Yeah,
So would you say this section of the game is kind of a dice roll?
I would say it's definitely a dice roll, and it definitely makes me want to just die sometimes.
Die roll?
Die. That's good. What am I doing? Okay, you hit it once.
Yeah,
All right.
it's kind of a funky
Am I trying to
here.
get it?
And I think you're trying to
You
go
actually
to the
want
goal.
to get to the goal, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
okay.
there's a timer too. But we could help you and like try and navigate, or we
There.
can just watch you try and make it through.
I think Tim's doing a great job here.
Stand on those corners, maybe.
Oh, that's bad. Damn it. Okay, hold on. This is like my least favorite type of thing.
Well, worst
if
case
you can
scenario,
get
only have like
that
5 more seconds of it.
Well, yeah, I think I may have blown it. Ah, shoot! I didn't
all
realize
good.
what was happening until it was too late. So am I down for the count then?
Oh no, you can fail like these puzzles just fine. It's just if you do, you're just spending time just hanging out there, which is no big deal
Okay,
for sure.
3. Nice.
So yeah, luckily I landed right there.
Right on a clear
so
one,
We're gonna
so
go
that's nice.
again here,
Okay.
and
Good.
this one.
roll.
So if you
what is
lose,
this?
you go back to where you were?
Yeah, if you die, you actually have to go back to the beginning, which can definitely stink. And on top of that, you also steal half of your teammates' health.
I love this is like a Street Fighter thing, basically, like beat
Oh,
up the
yeah.
car. I love that. Oh god, those sound effects. This just deliver it the only way the Genesis can.
They should resurrect this series. Like, I think it'd be fun.
I mean, like the entire game is just kind of insane in what they do. Like, there's all these random boss fights that last sometimes like 5 seconds, even normally, and others are the epic chases with the transforming robots. Like they just went all out with this game, and it shows all the time.
Yeah, Treasure's just
So that was
What,
a
did
little
you
bit
jump
of a
through
trick
a
there.
wall?
Yeah, you can actually clip through that. Ion Gravity actually came up with a setup literally like last night on how to do that.
Oh,
and,
really?
I mean, hey,
And you
it's easy
perfected
enough
it
to do
immediately.
it first try there.
It's just like a weird thing where they didn't get the geometry quite right, or
Yeah, the geometry and the collision of the
Okay.
corner there just kind of
Okay.
isn't there, which is cool.
Why do you throw the die twice?
He just kind of goes for it. It's
Just
cool.
for fun? Oh, I thought you said earlier throw the die twice.
Ooh.
Just put that anywhere.
I'll just throw some water around.
Yeah, then. I'm in here. Okay. Oh, I remember this weirdo. Okay.
Yeah, Melon Bread's such an easy boss as long as you
Melon
just kind
bread?
of stay on top of him.
Why do you know that's his name?
I've spent a decent chunk of time playing this game. But yeah, so just one more hit there. Looks like it'll take care
Okay.
of it. There you go.
And if there's one boss you want to know the name of, it's got to be this guy.
Curry and rice is definitely my favorite. And
Which level is that?
That's the one with the no gun on the spot there. So we'll see if we
Okay.
can grab that.
I want to
'cause
see that guy.
He's definitely my favorite boss.
Curry and rice. Delicious.
Is it curry and rice, like the novelist Anne Rice?
No.
No, it's the name. No, actually, it's a boss in
Timmy
the
Shaw
game
actually give her
Gunstar
another
Heroes.
throw,
Oh,
too.
okay. All right, I'm gonna give it 2. Wonderful. All right, not terrible.
Another happy item room there for you.
Happy item room.
I know I'm always pretty happy when I hit one of these because honestly, between the two of us, my co-op partner and I'm definitely the more troublesome one of the two.
Yeah.
He's bringing this up because his partner's gonna watch this at some point and just make fun of him nonstop.
Oh yeah, so I definitely want to make sure I'm giving him proper shoutouts on a lot of that.
Oh, I love that.
All right, so I'm actually getting a pretty difficult boss fight here. But luckily I've spent enough time here to where I can just kind of deal with it.
Yeah.
So Vortex base, especially on Expert, it gives you an idea of where the shot's gonna go. But on Expert, it actually just flashes through all of them really quickly.
Oh.
So honestly, I react to it more than anything else because
You
that's
do.
all I can do.
Oh, interesting. So you've just kind of become good at all of these bosses just so that you can prepare yourself for any way the dice rolls, basically.
Pretty much,
Okay.
yeah. This was actually one of the first things I really addressed in practice was getting into the dice maze and just getting
Okay.
used to it because this is definitely one of the more difficult parts as you first start playing the game.
And
Why?
especially because you'll get random stuff thrown at you depending on whether you get the fights or not.
Yeah, and and why not go for that this level first? Just to see, because like if it determines like how bad or good a run might be, why wouldn't you just kind of go for it and get it out of the way?
And that's actually what a lot of the single segment runs do.
Okay.
Not single segment, excuse me, the single player runs.
Okay.
So Ion actually came up with a strat for this guy too. And if we stand right here and just shoot down, he actually won't damage us at all.
Yeah,
So.
I did notice that it seems like purely projectiles are what hurt you in this
Oh,
game.
looks like I got
you
smashed
got it.
there actually.
I wonder what happened there.
It's not very
lies.
consistent just yet. Here, I'm gonna
Do
actually
you have to like jump?
readjust a little bit here. Oh, this is fine.
That's right.
Well,
yeah, you
you'll
got it.
survive.
That's all that
barely.
matters.
Yeah, it worked.
36. I mean,
Need
I
some
can
items.
handle it. We're cool.
Have you guys ever checked out Ronald McDonald's McDonald's Treasureland Adventure or whatever it is? It's another Treasure Genesis game, and it's like weirdly like kind of batshit like this, but just got McDonald's characters in it. Have you ever heard of it or checked it out at all?
No.
I haven't, but that sounds fun.
Please check it out. I don't know if anyone's doing any speed runs on that at all. Probably, but just if you like the bonkers nature of this treasure game, hey, we got curry and rice.
Curry
And rice.
So
please-
basically
yeah.
with this fight, you just kind of want to space him out and try to like just wait for him to give you an opportunity to throw him.
He looks
If you
like a
jump
poop
actually,
monster.
oh well, since you're invincible, you can actually just run in and throw him now.
That's
or
that's
hit
the
him, yeah.
that's the technique. I want to throw them.
Yep, either that or yeah, punch him too. And if you jump, as he's going towards you, he'll actually sometimes do like a little like hand bicycle kick thing. I'm not sure what to call that.
This is a good boss. Okay. I can see why you want to know his name too. Him and Melon Bread.
Curry and rice.
They should have their own spin-off, is what I'm saying.
That would be excellent, actually.
Okay.
Well, I was saying they should bring the series back.
Yeah. Spin off with curry and rice, I think.
Use of fire is prohibited.
Am I throwing him? Is that working?
Oh, you're slapping
punching
him,
him?
but it's working just fine.
If you set curry and rice on fire, is it just a bad news?
Oh, definitely. All right, so his head's actually gonna like create a hitbox that could hit you, but luckily you weren't there, so it's all
Oh, I wasn't. Okay, gotcha. I tried to punch it. So I see a severed head on fire flying through the air. I'm going to try to punch it, Tony.
Oh,
so,
definitely.
yeah. Just instincts kick in.
good. So yeah, go ahead and give her
me
another
again.
throw.
Good. Yeah, I mean,
All right.
perfect.
Awesome.
Now you
Exactly,
guys
yeah.
can team up.
All right, actually it's you again too, so yeah, hopefully you don't roll a 1 because the gondola's a really tough fight. Oh, hey, there you
Hey.
go. Happy item room.
Does this only go up to 3? Is that like the highest on
Yep,
it?
it's the highest
Okay.
that goes to, so
It's one of those dies.
It's like a Mario Party die.
definitely.
Oh, people have tried to speedrun Mario Party too.
Oh, Jesus.
With
What
4
kind
people?
of masochists are these people?
So I've seen single player where they just try and beat a board as quickly as possible, or
Okay.
adventure mode in some of the games.
Okay.
And then there's also, you know how like I think 2 and 1 have like the mini game castles. That stuff too is actually
let's see if I
that's
get the
actually
way
kind of
back
interesting.
here.
Yeah.
That's super weird because
Hey, there we go.
well done.
All right,
That
so
game is
coming
so
up-
much
oh, sorry.
based on like random luck
It
that I don't
totally
know how
is.
you would consistently speedrun that.
All right, so this boss fight here, I'm actually going to need you to be my projectile here.
Me?
Yep, you're coming in just a second here. But,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going to want to stand like right here. And basically, I'm just going to keep throwing you at him
Okay.
until he dies.
All right. You got it, Tony. So the fact that you landed on it means I don't have to land on the final square. Okay, gotcha.
There we go.
That's it.
Oh,
That's the
he
black
died.
Sorry, weird Joe Pesci guy in a robot that hides himself in a weird board game.
All right, so this guy's kind of a shyster here. This first gem he's going to throw will actually explode. So, I mean, if you want to take some damage,
Oh,
it's
stay
cool.
away.
But now I'm just going to kind of shoot him there, and he's going to give us the real one. And we're just going to keep going.
Oh, really? That's the real one?
Yep, we actually do have to bully him a bit to get the power gem from him.
That's pretty cool, actually. I like that.
All right, so yeah, basically, he just stole our sister. That's the little lab assistant that's
Okay.
hanging out there. And now we're on stage 5, and this is actually a pretty rough part of the run, just because there's so many enemies that just show up on the screen and in turn can just mess you up, honestly. There's been a lot of guys that just tackle us, throw us, and honestly, anytime you're thrown, that's like 20 damage. So
Is it really? Okay, so you just
It's a very punishing
Don't get
part
thrown.
of the run there.
so try to shoot those guys probably rather than get up close and personal, or do you go for the throw anyway?
If I can throw them, that's always nice. But honestly, I just kind of jump, attack my way over, and just shoot as I'm falling down.
Do you have
Okay.
to kill every enemy? It seems like you're just hanging out near the front there.
Yeah, you don't have to kill every enemy. It's just a matter of just getting to the point where the screen doesn't really scroll anymore.
Okay.
So yeah, we're getting pretty close to one of the first enemy fights here.
Seems like one of the biggest tricks is killing the bosses fast, though.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
And is this the last stage, or is there one more after this?
There's a couple more.
Okay.
This one right here is kind of a build up to a really neat auto scroller. Yeah, I'll actually grab
You
that
got it?
too.
Okay.
And yeah, after that auto scroller, there's a little boss section as well, and then there's the end boss rush as well, which is definitely not a cakewalk.
Shoot, I got thrown. So the biggest strategy just seems to be you're jump kicking through.
Yep, jump kick.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because one of the cool things about this game is if you are actually attacking something and you're getting hit by something at the same time, you actually won't get hit because since you're attacking something, the game kind of ignores your hurt box for the time being. So definitely something that's pretty well abused and loved. So yeah, I think,
I'm sorry.
Can you reach that still?
I think it might be
Shoot.
out of
Yeah,
range.
just right off the screen there. That's
sucks.
unfortunate.
But this is cool because I was excited to play when I found out that you played Gunstar Heroes and that you're going for time on this. That I'm like, oh cool. Well, I can be along for the ride and you'll carry me through the game, sometimes literally. And but I like because I'm learning stuff too. Just from like kind of being along for the ride here. I'm learning like if I want to go back and play this, like I've got some cool tricks.
And the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I remember loving this game as a kid.
That's actually something cool about the community, which is everyone wants to help each other out. Like, for the most part, there's always an edge case or story you'll
Right.
hear, but people always want to share strategies, kind of talk people through stuff. Like, if someone wants to learn the game Oddworld Stranger's Wrath, please hit me up. Please talk to me about that game.
Yeah.
But, like, it's a very friendly and helpful in that way.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's really refreshing because the video game communities and industry and stuff can be kind of snarky and volatile sometimes. So just to see that there are some bastions of goodwill and people helping each other out is really reaffirming.
Hey, you mentioned you were speedrunning Stranger's Wrath. Like, what drew you to that game?
I think that game is really cool. That was just I loved playing through it so much. I never played Abe's Odyssey or Abe's Exodus, so the
Sure.
Oddworld series.
Really?
So-
You just jumped straight into that one?
Yeah, I remembered it. I played it at an Xbox display at a Sears in 2002. And I thought this game's really weird. And then I found out what game it was later, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of a cool thing, but I didn't have an Xbox. Eventually, when the PC version came out, I played that a bunch, and I'm like, I can speedrun this. That's when I started really watching a lot of speedruns
That
too.
guy's really going to hate himself in the morning.
What's going on?
Yeah, so now we gotta fight Smash Daisuke again, and
Okay.
yeah, this is definitely a tougher fight than the first time around because he'll actually charge at us like this.
Oh,
So,
he is M. Bison.
yeah, he is.
I don't know if I'm going to hang in here, Tony.
I mean, if you do fall, I mean, I definitely think I can
You got it, yeah.
clear it up here.
You said fall, which I like. That's like the Nintendo term for death.
Yeah, I definitely do a lot of Nintendo speedruns.
Yeah.
Well, when you
Definitely
fall, you
one
get
of my
up.
favorite consoles.
Shoot, why do we fall, Tony?
When you get knocked down, you'll get up again, and
That's
they're
true.
never gonna
Keep you down. Yeah, thank you. Oh my gosh. Who is the philosopher?
Chumbawamba.
Okay, thank you.
Was it?
Well, that's it. Can I come back in?
You can, but you do steal half of my vitality.
Oh, I'm not
when you
doing
do.
that then, Tony. I wouldn't do that to you.
So actually, I have a question. Does the damage scaling keep going, or do you do more damage now?
I actually do more damage now too,
Oh,
so
cool.
it basically turns into the single player run the moment.
Oh, that's cool.
Someone goes out. So
Oh man, that really shreds him.
Almost
yeah,
got him.
we
Almost got him.
definitely have enough single player experience to take advantage of.
That's great. Can you?
Second boss, come on.
He is super M. Bison, right?
Oh, wait,
like,
his legs just stretch like Dulcim or something.
there's no doubt about that. He's inspired
No,
by M. Bison.
he is M. Bison.
He
Yes.
just is. Like, it's just his poses and stuff, and like the rocking from across the stage and stuff.
I mean, where did that look come from? Like, who's
It's
it
just like
based on?
kind of Nazi general or sort of like
character.
army dude. Yeah. I mean,
There we go.
M. Bison seems like he's pretty much, his
That.
dictator is what people refer to him.
He certainly is a
dictator.
dick.
Very good. You went off the beaten
Tater.
path for that one. I liked
Right.
it, Reeves. We did it. I think almost.
We did it. So yeah, now coming up is actually like side-scrolling shooter kind of auto scroller here, and yeah,
sweet.
basically there's two options. One person can actually control like a little satellite.
Oh, okay.
And one can also control the main ship.
Okay.
So I'll definitely take control of the ship there for
Okay.
you, and in turn
Now I can just shoot.
yeah,
And-
just shoot and yeah, I'll kind of tell you where to kind of position yourself too, because you can actually take hits for me.
Okay.
And you won't actually take any hits to your vitality with that.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Who's that little guy who just jumped up here?
A little minion soldier, a guy that we don't really see a lot of. So,
This is where the minions came from.
yep, this
From
is the
Despicable Me.
origin of the minion
Oh my
right
gosh.
here.
I didn't know that. Oh, it's just you go back and look at these things and trace it back to the origins. It's always just
So they
cool.
have revived Gunstar.
Yeah,
That's
they have.
Despicable Me.
The minions live on. Huh.
It's good.
That's great. So I'm gonna be the satellite, and you said you can control the projectiles as well, or you just control the positioning. We'll jump in. I'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
here,
Okay.
I need to. Yeah, it'll prompt me in a second here. Who's gonna do what? All right, so main fighter, that'll be me.
Okay.
All right, so yep, you're the satellite. So now, basically for this first part here, if you actually want to extend your body out in front of me here, so you just
In
like,
real
right?
life?
Extend your body.
I mean,
Just
if
lay down
that's
on
how you
this
want to play it. I mean, that's cool too.
Okay. Am I okay?
All right, so yeah,
that's
you're the
me.
little blue guy. So yeah, if you want to
okay.
stay there, and if you actually hold fire, you'll actually stay right there too. So
So this is
and,
is this the best spot for me?
yeah, definitely for the time being. And if I can get a hold of Chaser for you too while we're at it, that would be awesome.
Because I could just
Yeah, you
be-
can honestly
yeah,
just
yeah.
be a body shield and at the same time just like shoot the flame all over the place too.
this is just
Operation
turning into
Human Shield.
R-Type. This is great.
This is cool. I don't remember the scene from the game.
Me neither. Yeah, this is great.
This game's also longer than I remember it. I remember it being kind of short, but I'm sure it took me a lot longer when I first played it.
Yeah, I really like how the scale of everything has changed. Like it's
Now, when you play the single player, you're just like the ship by yourself, right?
Yep, just the ship
So
yourself.
in this case, like it's almost you're at an advantage to play it.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Is there an easy mode as well?
You know, I'm actually not too sure.
Because I'm wondering if maybe Reeves, this might have happened where easy mode cuts out some content where it's kind of like, if you want to see the whole experience, then jump into normal. The games of
maybe,
this
but-
era would do that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I do remember
definitely.
that, but back then I was playing everything on like normal or hard.
Yeah. Yeah, just to prove that you're man
Just
enough.
to prove I was man enough.
Yeah.
Also, it was like one of those things where you didn't get that many games,
Sure.
and so
You make them last.
You might
Yep.
as well play it on hard and like say you did it.
It's true. I definitely grew out of that a little bit with some games.
Right. I grew out of my pants.
Is that right, Ben? Are you just talking about
I don't wear pants anymore. I just
as you got older?
as I got older.
Okay.
There's no pants that fit me.
In the world? Is that
in the world.
like a figurative thing?
No, scientists are working right now to find payloads to fit 'em.
It's really strange, actually.
Top men.
I keep ripping them.
I'm so sorry, Ben.
Yeah, it's like the Hulk problem.
I just feel like you didn't tell me about this, and now I feel on the spot.
Yeah, it's awkward.
You're doing great, by the way, Tony.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I've been on my phone, just kind of seeing what's up. No, I'm rapt at attention here, holding right and hitting A and making sure.
Oh, yeah, you
that's
might
a nice
actually
little
want
secret
to switch
spot.
to the left side now, yeah.
Oh,
there we
I
go.
gotcha.
Yep, either way, I mean, right here, this is actually a safe zone from all
Jeez.
these shots here, so
Wow.
just
Yeah.
kind of hanging out here, having a good time.
Especially since we can destroy projectiles, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Little.
All right, so we're good to kind of just work our way
Okay.
through here now.
Oh, and I don't count as a hitbox for you, so that's like it seems like you weren't taking damage from me going through those lasers.
Yep, yeah, you are definitely just an object there that can actually take hits for me and pretty much anything, to be honest.
I've been called just an object before, so I'm used to that. I don't take it personally. So we got some little asteroid things. They don't break apart into smaller asteroids, unfortunately.
No, there's little dudes on them.
They're like using them as shields. It's kind of cool. What Treasure's so cool. Dynamite Heady is a great weird ass game by them.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, that's actually been run, I think, at AGDQ 2015.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah,
That
Mecha
was Mecha Richter that did that. Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys have other names that you guys go by?
Oh, yeah, I'm a studio.
Studio?
And I actually go by Tony Ogbot, so it's pretty close.
Okay.
I honestly just prefer to be called Tony anyway.
Okay.
So.
See, my issue is my full name is Chris Grant, and there's a Chris Grant at Polygon already.
I think there's another
really?
Chris Grant on top of that that's in the game industry.
There's too many
like-
Grants.
There's that's
You should go by Grant. Actually, that's a good name.
Grant Chris.
You got to
I'll
get
just reverse it.
Or you can go by Ruth Chris.
How'd you that's a steakhouse. How'd you land on Studio?
You know the Something Awful forums? There was a name change thread, and I had Soviet Waffle before, and actually a lot of my old names,
Soviet
like Twitch is
Waffle?
actually
That's pretty
Soviet
good.
Waffle, yeah.
Okay.
And that got shifted to Studio randomly, and I'm like, I
I'll
like
actually need you
Studio.
to swing up top there for me.
Where did
Right
you
here?
get the waffle?
I
part,
actually
though?
want to move your body
I
up
thought it was
top as
really
well.
funny in high
There you
school.
go. All right, sorry. You can continue on with the story there, Steve.
Oh, I just thought it was like this conjunction of like I need to find a username because I was growing out of my elementary school username. I thought, okay, what's something funny, breakfast foods, and what's something serious? Communism. Let's just combine the two. Let's see
Yeah.
how it goes.
You said you were growing out of your former name?
Which was like you know how like some people have like Chunky Monkey 47 or something.
Oh, right.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah, mine was Battery 45X. Was like the one I had forever. I think I had like Atomic Jester at one point too. It's just like, what the hell? Who is this person?
Mine was Sticky the Cat.
Yeah.
It was like my first, and it lasted like far longer than it should have. And that was because I had a cat named Sticky.
That was your gamer tag, wasn't it?
Yeah, for a long time.
Yeah. That's pretty good. Yeah.
It is pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know why I got rid of it.
Battery was just because there was a Metallica song I liked. I'm not like really into batteries or like Assault and Battery or anything like that. I just like that
I would hope
Metallica
not.
song.
I thought that was a type of battery when you said it. Like that
Yeah.
was your favorite
Just,
size and voltage
like,
or something.
Yeah.
D-cell batteries.
Oh, double A's,
Yeah.
man.
Oh man, I love double A's, but triple A's, you just
triple
get
A.
more of them in your pockets. Just fill your
Sure.
pockets with triple A's.
Quad A all day.
Quad A all day, as Visceral says. Reeves, your mind is just a jungle gym.
All right, so coming up is the force rebattle,
Full
and
of
basically
jungle juice.
it'll change through all the forces. So if you want to actually go back up above me there,
Okay.
yeah, you'll be a good
remember
shield
this
there
guy.
for me.
This is just a different game now. Like with the same power-ups, but just like the visuals seem so different and the whole style of it, it's such a cool switch.
That's actually what I remember really loving about it, because there was that scene where you're on the tracks on those like carts, which I thought was really cool, like unique twist.
Yeah.
Then you have this, and
Like
I
a
don't know,
chameleon
they're good
twist.
about like each level is a little bit different than the others.
The game just does what it wants to.
I'm
and
tired
Yeah.
of those games where every level's the same.
We're it's just like you're just kind of like along for the ride, and it's just gonna do all this crazy stuff. Like glow green. You know, why is that ship?
Well,
just
why is
going-
it beeping?
I think it's just having a hard time. This thing can endure some damage.
I think it was also lagging out a bit from all the stars in the background. Like,
It's
it looks like there's a bit of
Destiny
lag.
boss, yeah.
Oh yeah, there's there's a lot of lag with this game in general. As great as it is definitely taxing the hardware, of course. But yeah, so now coming up is another boss here, and let's see if we can actually get you a chaser here.
Cool.
Or
is there a way you
not
can
shoot.
coerce some more out of there?
Yeah, as long as you keep harassing it, that's generally the best way to go about it.
Interesting.
In co-op, you do get about 3 different bullets out of it, so definitely kind of drop the ball on that one.
That's too bad.
Darn.
I harass birds often in my day-to-day life, so I can understand where it comes from.
It reminds me of kicking the thieves in Golden Axe a little bit.
Are there any games that are like super hard to speedrun?
I think at a certain point, most games get like just really difficult once you start getting towards
At that level of play.
the top
But I mean,
times,
just
yeah.
like it's hard to like because there's not a lot of shortcuts or there's not a lot of like games.
Oh,
that
you
are
mean like to-
notoriously like just long?
Well, there are RPGs if you want the length. Legend of Dragoon is about
All right, so I'll
16
actually need you
hours.
standing
16?
right here, Tim.
Yeah.
Wow. That's still pretty short for that game.
Well,
There
you
we
know Bait and Kaitos?
Yes.
There's a 100% run of that game. One of the
Oops,
items
I
you
forgot that
have to
too.
get takes about 2 weeks to unlock. So there's been a couple runs of it. The guy just leaves his PS2 on for the 100-something hours, I think. Actually, I think it's like 300 hours to unlock Shampoo.
So you don't need to play it.
You just have to
unlock
sit your
it.
yes. It's actually like a 7-hour run or something beforehand, and then you just go ahead and leave your PS2 running.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, so yeah, these guys will actually explode. And,
So we're just dodging them.
Yeah. And coming up is another boss that I'll be throwing you at.
Okay.
So yeah, just stay on me now for the most
I'm ready.
part. Yep. Yeah, this boss can definitely be a pain in the butt on expert. Definitely requires some pretty precise throwing and on top
Okay.
of that tackling, but especially on normal here, I'm sure we'll take him out in a couple throws, no problem.
Oh, I think I do remember this guy. Look at him.
Just look at him. It's Vector Man.
He's got a Vector Man thing going on. Or,
This is probably before Vector Man, though, right?
All right, let's.
Because that was pretty
There we
late
go.
in the Genesis life cycle.
yeah, it was.
So remember that
Wow,
boss
that
rush?
was fast.
Yeah,
Nice-
the boss rush.
Nicely done.
That boss rush is coming now.
Oh, it's next. This is the second to last stage, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Yep, classic boss rush.
Classic Mega Man style.
And one of the coolest stages, just like visually, how
Yeah.
they present it.
Oh, definitely.
I think I remember. Oh, yeah, I love it. It's from their perspective, just kind of like throwing everything they have at them.
Yep, so this one right here, basically, if you want to stay away and just kind of shoot them, like I'll actually be up front and personal, just kind of doing some stuff. Oh yeah, you don't have the chaser anymore. My
I
bad.
don't. Is this a decent distance then?
Oh yeah, that'll work fine.
Oh, boy.
All right, so actually I'll need you right here, and once that comes over here, I'll just kind of.
This is such a clever little game.
All right, you might want to come over here quick because they're gonna fall again here. And yeah, so basically coming up now, he's gonna whip out a gun. And we're just gonna kind of bully him a bit.
Okay.
Flame on its own doesn't destroy bullets, right?
Oh yeah, flame on its own doesn't. So I should actually be
Okay.
doing a little more there. My apologies,
know.
but yeah, so he's off there, and now we just continue.
Tim, have you ever thought about trying to speedrun a game?
Yeah, I have actually.
All right, so,
Castlevania's way up
these
there.
things will
first
definitely
one?
hit
Yeah.
you. So the best thing to do is kind of just like body attack them. And if you actually want to grab
You can
that for
body
safety
attack your
too.
way through them, kind
Yeah,
of.
you can actually.
Okay.
It's not the most consistent thing.
Okay.
But it'll do.
In a jam. Oh, are
Let's
those
see if we
hits?
can get a chaser. Nope, no chaser there too. Shoot. So basically what I'm going to do here is pause, and I just want you to just start mashing your jump button. Are you ready?
It was B we switched it to, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, I'm ready.
All right, so I'm going to unpause, and hopefully we just go through and not actually. Okay, so we took a little bit of damage here, but not terrible.
All right. I tried.
Yeah, that's actually a good way to practice getting that pretty
Yeah.
consistent too. So this one here, I would say just kind of harass it with the flame. I'll be doing a lot of body attacks to it.
Okay.
In official speedrunning, is pause, does that actually count towards your speed?
So
Run if you pause?
official is kind of a weird word because there's not like an official governing body.
Sure.
It's essentially up
But
to
like
every
the
community.
official US recognition of speedrunning.
Like really, it depends on the game and the segment. But like you can pause for the most part. Some games the timing stops. That's where it gets kind of tricky.
Yeah, that was
So-
more my question is like, does it count the time you're paused?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I
towards
thought you meant
your
like whether
total?
like people would accept the run or not. Usually, what people do is
going
they'll
on here? Okay.
time it RTA or real time attack.
Sure.
Which means it's just the live time. So if you pause, all that time counts.
That counts, okay.
That gets rough for certain games and certain consoles. Like the fastest PlayStation is, I want to say either a pink PlayStation 2 or
Oh.
the
Alright,
PS3 backwards compatible?
This boss fight is actually really weird. Basically, what I'm going to need you to do is kind of stay on the bottom here and
Okay.
just kind of harass him, and I'll be above him.
Okay.
So basically what I'm going to be doing is trying to bait a certain attack out of him.
All
and
right.
once he does that, and you're kind of harassing him, I'll actually drop down and throw him.
Throw me? Okay.
Throw him actually, because
Oh.
throw damage is actually one of the best ways
Yeah.
to damage a lot of bosses too. So.
Okay, so hang out about where you are, and then
Yeah, I'd say like right where I'm at right here. Just.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah,
All
just
right.
kind of keep flames. He's gonna walk in from the right there, and yeah, I'll stay on top of him. And yep, so that's the move I was looking for. Oops, I was a
okay,
little late there.
and I should stop when you're coming down.
Yep. Oh, so yeah, that's gonna be here. I actually got him right there.
There
So
you
yeah,
go.
let's relocate a little bit.
Oh,
shoot. Yeah, he's got you.
Quadruple
All right, so yeah,
suplex.
it looks like we're gonna be relocating a little bit here.
That it? That's the move.
Yep.
I love seeing the bosses. down
Okay,
there
so
at the
this right
bottom
here,
of
we're
the
gonna actually want to be on the top level here. Otherwise, you get hit really hard.
Oh shoot! Yeah, you're not kidding. But yeah, I like the
geez.
bosses are rushing out of the room just
Yeah.
to realize they have like a last ditch going on here.
Trying to think if there's another game that's done that where you're seeing it from the boss's perspective.
so that's the-
Battletoads.
really-
Yeah.
That's right. That's a cool mechanic, though. I love
Is
it.
it right if I steal some vitality?
All right, yeah, go
It's
for
up
it.
to you.
All right.
You can do it.
You have it.
Oh shoot.
Oh,
Yeah, this is definitely a rough fight.
Oh,
Hey.
nice.
getting
Messed it
in
up.
there, making things happen.
Nice.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, you threw him into his own explosion.
I think we can do it. I just want
Yeah,
to.
you're
I
almost
want
there. You almost got him.
I learned something. I learned it all from you. Okay,
Nice.
I'm trying.
I think you've gotten like the last 3 throws.
Hey, there we
There
go.
we go.
Nice. Okay, we did it. Oh man, it's like at the final moment, you know, where like you were on the rocks and I finally stepped up and did something.
that was
it's a trope.
Excellent.
You
there,
finally
Tim.
did something.
All right, so yeah, that bullet sadly won't do much for us. And
I think. You got it.
yeah, so
Oh, you guys
at this
need
point in
your-
time, I'll actually need you to stand right here with me.
Okay.
And basically what I'm gonna do is just throw you up into him, try to take him out as quickly as
Yep.
possible. Because yeah, if we don't, it can
Oh.
actually get pretty ugly. Luckily, on normal mode here, it takes a lot less damage to take
Yeah.
out these bosses. And this next boss here, basically it's going to be the same kind of strategy with Orange.
Mm-hmm.
We just harass them and throw them, and kind of at this point hope for the best.
Okay.
What's the continue system for this level?
You go right back to the beginning, actually.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
That's brutal.
Perfect. Oh, I'm sorry.
oh, it's all good.
Yeah, it's too bad you don't have your weapons.
Like our yeah. So it seems like he's pretty vulnerable when he jumps down.
Yep. Just in general, like,
It seems like after the tosses is.
Can we? Yeah.
Luckily, those tosses don't do a ton of damage. It's
oh,
like 2 a
definitely.
hit.
Oh, that's his invincibility frames. Gotta get out of there after the toss. All right. Feeling, you know, I know we're on the rocks a little bit, but he's the last one, right? And then
Yep.
it's, yeah, okay.
And then we go
Oh, this
against
is good.
gold and silver.
It's a good run here.
Nice strategy, man. Is this
There
how
we
you
go.
usually take care of them?
This was actually improvised on the spot, and I'm
Oh.
really happy it's working
You
out.
discovered a new thing.
Yeah, I
New
wonder,
system.
I wonder if you'll be able to get him in the corner like that in future speedruns.
I'm gonna have to definitely take some notes here before
We might have
we
witnessed
leave today.
history.
Yeah.
We could call this the Turi strat.
Turi
The
strat?
turret
Oh,
strat, I love it. That is
thank you.
perfect.
My God, I'm feeling
more, you can do this.
honored.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so yeah, that door's
Nice,
gonna open
well
down
done.
at the end, and luckily one of the good things about the gold and silver fight.
Oh,
Hit that starfish. Explode your face.
just walk over, just like, oh, what's this thing? Oh God.
But yeah, the best part about the gold and silver fight is that we can actually re-equip ourselves once we get into the boss room.
Oh, okay.
And all I'm gonna say is, you, since you're chaser, are gonna need to just damage the gems coming
Okay.
up. And I'm gonna just keep gold and silver busy.
Okay. Man, look at this guy's color coordination. I don't know.
Looks
Blue.
like something out of the Burning Crusade, kind of.
Yeah, a little
Captain
bit.
Planet.
Oh shoot! So we don't have chaser. That is unfortunate.
I wonder why they did that to you.
Yeah, as long as you just kind of harass those gems, I'll keep the boss busy.
I'll gun for them. Yeah, and we will restart here.
Yep, we'll restart
Okay.
here if we fall here, so we're good in terms of completing the game. It looks like at this point.
All right.
How wanted you guys
What's
get
this
your
guy's-
chaser, though?
Oh.
All right, so yeah, I'll just kind of keep him busy.
What's the name of this guy?
Gold and silver.
Gold and silver?
Yep. Yeah, each of the bosses kind of has their own color.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I prefer gold and silver from God Hand.
So
is
it the
there a gold and
gems?
silver also in God Hand?
It's Mr. Gold and Mr. Silver, I believe,
Okay.
and it is two very clover men.
Okay. Interesting. I am out of here.
All right, let's
All right, well.
see how this works out.
I am.
Oh, looks like I took a good
Well.
slap there too.
Okay.
So is it the gems that hold the health?
Yep, the gems are the things
And
that
you're
hold the
just
health.
trying to keep him
and
away.
Yeah, just trying to keep the boss busy there.
him at
So
bay.
it looks like we're not gonna get Chaser for this, which
Rats.
Fortunate.
is unfortunate, definitely. But yeah, I'd say yeah, as long as you stay like in that corner there,
Yeah,
and
stay
I
right
keep
there.
him busy well enough. I apologize for letting him to kind of bully you there. But,
I'll let you get away with it once, but this is my speed run actually. This is all for my glory, all right? So just please try to shape up, okay, Tony? I'm tired
all right,
tired of
Tim. All
carrying
right,
you.
Tim.
Okay?
We got this.
Okay, all right. We better.
I mean, once you beat this, you will have a time. You can go ahead, submit it to speedrun.com, and
God
Have it
damn.
be
That's
Like
true.
forever.
It's recorded.
That's the only reason we invited you guys here, actually. is just
Perfect.
To take credit for all of your
I
hard
actually
work.
have the president
Get
of
Tim on
Speedrunning USA.
speedrun.com.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Have you guys? Do you guys have any like association with Twin Galaxies or anything?
that's not.
Is that sensitive territory?
That's the sensitive topic.
Is it really? Oh,
yeah.
I didn't. I had no idea.
I actually don't know a lot about it. Essentially, it's just the speedrunning community has been doing its stuff on its own. Twin Galaxies, they have their own rules and regulations.
Okay.
And for a while, there were just disagreements. Like, we use a lot of glitches. For a while, Twin Galaxies was definitely not a glitch-friendly place.
anti-glitch?
Yeah.
Which is
Okay.
interesting because that's where the most interesting speedrun opportunities come from, right?
See, that's how we
Glitches?
feel.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's definitely how a lot of speedrunners feel about it.
Embracing
too.
these games with their flaws.
Well, I mean, you
and
guys are
all.
correct, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, also, Twin Galaxies has gone through a bunch of renovations, so
Right.
I don't really know where they stand now, but it's just kind of like, it used to be kind of a running joke or something.
Okay.
Twin
Gotcha.
Galaxies was?
I meant the rivalry, but let's
Those are
just,
fighting words.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah.
I did love King of Kongs. I'll say that. It's a good movie.
We actually just had Steve Wiebe by the office. He was going for a record for King Kong for sort of like a promotional deal for Pixels. I
Hey, we did it.
I think he. Oh, nice work.
That's it.
Well done.
Oh, time.
There it is.
Yeah, time.
I think Mr. Steve Wiebe was supposed to have like a cameo in there, but yeah, we were playing some Donkey Konga and yeah, some other games. Donkey Kong Junior Math. Yeah, but
Nice.
so we got it
He said
That's
he'd never
fantastic.
played Donkey Kong
on Game Boy.
Game Boy. Yeah,
Oh
which
my
is
God,
interesting.
I know.
It would have been crazy to like have him play that in like the first 3 levels, and then after that, just like what?
Just see what he
is
does.
this?
I
Like,
know.
his brain melts.
I
Like
was
there's
so
100
bummed out.
levels.
Yeah, I was so bummed out when we missed that opportunity. So we beat Gunstar Heroes.
We did beat Gunstar Heroes.
What's our time? Ben Hansen.
Yeah, was anybody recording this?
No clue. I don't know when we actually started.
Okay.
Very impressive. It's flashing on the screen right now, whatever it is.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, I knew
job.
that.
Oh my
I had a
gosh.
feeling that we were going to go for that time. I'm really happy we landed on that
Right,
time.
yeah.
I thought we were maybe going to get 5 minutes shorter initially, but I
That's-
think that my death really held us back.
Actually, 8 hours shorter than I thought it was going to be.
Really? Okay.
I mean, you finished the game, which, to be quite honest, I think there were some fears of not happening.
Yeah. And we got we got it going. That was a lot of fun. You know, the thing is, one thing I was wondering is if, despite doing the techniques that you've developed, Tony, for the speed run, if it would still like be a good time, or if it would just feel like it was a sort of like, I don't know, sterile kind of like you got to be here, then you got to be there, and if
Yeah.
you're not right there, but it's still like very fun, very skill based.
Yeah, do you still have fun with these games, or do you feel like it's like chewing gum for too long, where just the flavor is completely gone?
I mean, with some games, a lot of the, I guess the honeymooning in a sense definitely ends, and then you're like, oh, this is kind of boring.
Yeah.
There are games that I've had that happen with,
Sure.
of course. But I mean, there's definitely some games that, like, especially once you start breaking it down to the point of like exactly how to do it perfectly, and in turn trying to achieve that perfection,
Yeah.
like it's a really fun
You
experience.
got to go for the glory.
Oh, absolutely.
What's your record on making it through the credits?
Couldn't tell you, but other than that, it's world record.
So the clock ends when input is no longer required, right? Is that?
Yep,
when
I believe
time
that
ends?
is the
Okay.
timing
Okay.
convention
All right.
for Gunstar Heroes.
Okay.
It's, I believe first input at the menu. No, I think it's the first world selection
Okay.
for the boss fights,
Okay.
and then the as soon as you do the last hit on the boss.
Okay.
So,
All right. Very
That's cool.
yeah,
That
was
is
a
interesting. Is
good
that
time.
like that for most games, or is there like?
It can vary a bit.
It definitely varies.
I think a lot of N64 games, like Super Mario 64, it's at console turn-on.
Interesting.
So runners actually have to delete their first save file because of the way the game sets up. You can always just mash A to always select it. And then other games, you have to wait through credits. I think Paper Mario, you have to wait through the entire credit sequence.
Yeah, it's the same with Super Mario RPG as
Yeah.
well.
Why is that? Like, what are the reasons?
I think it was it was an old Japanese convention when that was a more popular Japanese speed game for a while, and that just kind of carried over to
Interesting.
what people do now.
Huh. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, guys.
Yeah, thanks
Tony,
for having
thanks
us.
for showing us the way. And Chris, obviously, thanks for coming in as well and offering some commentary.
Yeah, Tony and Chris, this was a lot of fun.
Tim, good job.
And we're
Great job,
thank you
Tim.
so much.
It was-
Thank you so
yeah,
much.
Mostly you.
And
obviously.
any
All Tim.
any plugs you guys want to give before we sign off here?
Twitch.tv/GamesDoneQuick or GamesDoneQuick.com. It's a charity marathon. There's going to be a week-long speedrun event. Like, it'll be a lot of this, a lot less Tim, unfortunately. I'm going to pat him on the back right here.
Oh, thank you.
But it's great people, great runners. You should check it out. Starting July 26th at noon Central Time.
Well, thanks again for coming, guys. And thanks for watching. You guys are all a treasure to us.
Oh, so silly.
God damn it.